Hello, welcome back to another video. This is my channel, Conscious Evolution, and I'm your host, Alan Taylor. Thank you for joining me here today, guys. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. I wanted to give a special shout out to Grace Elder, a subscriber of mine that left a comment this morning that really helped me get out of a dark place during a dark situation. I nearly fell off a cliff this morning, guys. I was descending down because I wanted to go down to see this waterfall, and it's like really loose gravel there, and I lost my footing and started sliding down, and there was this root that I was able to grab a hold of from the tree and just catch myself. It was really profound experience, and I really put everything into perspective that's been going on in my life. I've been battling a lot of these dark thought forms that I entertained, that I allowed in, and I realized that I was giving my power away. I was allowing the way someone else feels to be the reasoning that I feel good about myself, that I love myself. Instead of loving myself first and foremost, you love yourself. And I had realized what I had been doing, which is also putting expectations and conditions on the love for that person, which is not who I want to be. It's not what I want to be. It's not what I want to represent in this new world that I'm creating. So thank you, Grace. Those words really helped change my mindset, and really, as I was sliding down and pulled myself back up, really had a new appreciation for my situation and what was going on. And I realized what I had been doing and giving my power away and allowing someone else's emotions and feelings and mood to affect me and my mood and my emotions and how I feel about myself. And that's just unacceptable to me, because that's not what this is about. We are all divine, sovereign beings, each and every one of us. And I choose to see that divinity in everyone. Everyone. I choose to be happy because happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy, or you can choose to be in your misery. It's not anyone else's responsibility to make you happy. It's not. It is your responsibility. It is 100% your responsibility to keep your vibration in alignment, to keep yourself balanced and happy. And happiness is a choice. And I choose to be happy. So, now that I'm here being happy, I wanted to share that with you. And what else did I want to say? That, the words have profound effects. And the words that you speak, the words that you think, can either be building blocks to the life that you want, to your dreams, or it can be a wrecking ball and just knock down everything you built instantly. Or maybe not instantly, but very quickly. Things can get out of hand very fast. And this new energy, you let that dark thought form in, and you let it manipulate you and pluck little things in there and set those triggers up. It knows your fears. It knows where you're not whole or balanced. So it's gonna set those triggers up, and it's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse, and darker and darker and darker. And it makes it harder and harder for you to climb out of it. Well, I was literally climbing out of it this morning, and that's when I realized, hold on. Where's the other one? There it is. So as I was climbing back up the mountain that I decided to climb down, right after this, as soon as I shifted my perception and realized what I had been doing and realized that I gave my power away, as I was climbing back up, this rock was right at my feet, right by my hands, right where I was pulling myself up at. And I picked it up and looked at it. I mean, it's a perfect heart. So I just sat there and looked at it, picked it up, was just laughing. I just started laughing. And I'd been in such a bad mood. I felt like everything in my life was over this morning when I left the house. Like, I felt everything I had just worked for was gone. And after this experience, realizing what I'd done, I wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to share that this was the universe or God showing me to love myself, that it's about love. It's all about love and compassion. That's the state of being we should be in on our own. Now, a few days ago, my divine counterpart and I were walking in about the same area, and we were bickering back and forth and, talking about drama and bullshit between us. And during that path, she looked down and found this right in the middle of it. If that doesn't show you that we're supported, that the universe will give you signs that you are supported in very clear ways. If you ask for a clear sign and then you make sure you know that it's from God or from the universe or from your angels, you'll get one. So, back to these thought forms. See my handy dandy little whiteboard here? I know it's a calendar, don't judge me. Jeez. All right. So, what happens when you're thinking ill of somebody, you're sending that thought form, you're sending that energy to that person. So what you want to do is, even the people that you don't like, that you're trying to heal relationships with, or trying to heal, the pain that maybe they caused you, if you see it that way. I believe that we are 100% responsible for everything that we put out. So all the experiences we draw to ourselves, you should take responsibility for that. You created that experience. So if you send love to the people that you didn't get along with, but you love, but you maybe have to love from a distance. Like, I have a lot of people like that in my life. So when you send love thought forms to people, let's see how, okay. Here's a person. You see that? Yeah. So when you're sending love, you're helping create this field of love around them. This bubble, this love bubble, if you will. And when you send your loving thoughts, it helps build that field of love, that bubble of love, protection, love, and compassion. So when you do that, it's really helping you create your reality, create the life that you want. If you're truly healing from it, if you truly love them, or even if you're in the process of healing and maybe don't love them 100%, but you know they have a spark of divinity in them and you have to love and respect that. You love that aspect of them. It's going to send that love, those thought forms of love to them. Now, on the other hand, if you're not sending out that love vibration, you're having a very different effect on people. So instead of helping create the love bubble, you are actually piercing their aura, essentially. They have that little aura around them. And when you send out those negative thought forms, when you're thinking about that, that's an energy that you're releasing. It's not just in your head. It travels. It doesn't matter where they are. They could be on the other side of the planet. They could be in outer space. You thinking about them, those thought forms are going to reach them. It's an energy. Energy is quantum. It doesn't matter where you are. In a quantum field, they're not limited by linearism. It's like everything is right here, right now. So when you send those bad thoughts, you're essentially piercing their aura. So you're creating a more susceptible environment for them to allow those dark thought forms to attach. So when you're thinking bad thoughts, those thought forms can get in there. Now all they have to do is get in there, trigger it, have a reaction, and then they attach to you. And then it's like a dark mist, or that is over the top of your head or over your body. So then at that point, that thought form is driving your avatar. You Your consciousness has to give that thought form intelligence, and then those two aspects are what's in control mostly of your avatar. You're cutting off your higher self, which is up here. Okay? Your higher self is always connected. But you're cutting that off. That thought form is going to bypass your higher self and set up massive triggers and keep triggering you and keep putting those thoughts into your head that you know you're going to react to. Like with me, I wasn't feeling 100% whole and complete. I wasn't feeling that I truly loved myself. My love was conditional. I was putting conditions on how other people treated me to feel loved for myself. And that's not right. But I feel like I had to experience this to make this realization. And I feel like my lesson out of it was to learn to let go of attachments and to let go of control. I feel like I've let go of control of a lot of things. I've really done a lot of work on that, but I was still attaching. I was putting attachments onto things and not realizing it. And I think my higher self was like, okay, we're going to fix this now. So what happened last night is I was going to sleep. I felt unloved, unwanted. I felt like I wasn't wanted. I didn't feel wanted anywhere. I didn't feel loved. And it hurt. So I started thinking about that and I started obsessing about it and going over and over. So all the while, I'm sending these thought forms to this person that may or may not have been thinking about that already. If they were thinking about it, if they had already entertained these thought forms, then I just made it a lot worse because I was concentrating on it so heavily that I couldn't go to sleep. And then I felt a bunch of lack. It was a rough night. I didn't sleep much. I slept like 3 hours, maybe, on and off. And I woke up with a purpose today, like a real drive and purpose to do and fix or heal or figure out what was going on, and I did. So, in summary, your words are powerful. Your words are weapons. Your words can be weapons, or they can be the building blocks to your life. You really gotta hold every thought captive and really work to not entertain things that are not for your highest good. And to not judge people. To not put expectations on them. I was doing all those things. And all I can do now is ask for forgiveness from myself and from them. And send them love. I'm sending love out like crazy. Love to everybody that I maybe don't get along with, or that I'm loving from a distance right now because I can't be physically around them yet. I still send love. And I also do the Ho'oponopono prayer. And I still do the EFT tapping. All these things are great tools in healing these wounds. So I hope you got something out of this video. I love each and every one of you. Be the change that you want to see. Better yet, the words that saved my life this morning. Be the love that you want to see in this world. I love each and every one of you. Bye.